Everton 1, Brighton 0. Not a bad performance from the Blues today, to be fair. Nervy last 10 minutes contribute to a bit of anxiety in the ground, I think, especially when Delph come on to a chorus of what can only be described as a mixed reaction, really. But, you know, I think Bernard played out his skin today. The effort was definitely there from the likes of Richarlison, Theo Walcott, although it didn't quite work off for the latter. But a win's a win at home, and at this stage of the season, I think that's exactly what you sort of need at this stage. And I'm really happy to see Carlo Ancelotti win 3 of his first 4 Premier League games. And again, that's another important factor for me. And at the end of the day, the 3 points were now only 2 points, I believe, off 7 places, which could become a European place. So definitely onwards and upwards after a terrible result last week.
After last weekend's disappointing defeat to Liverpool in the FA Cup, it was good to bounce back and claim all 3 points against Brighton at Goodison on Saturday afternoon. There's no doubt that wasn't a classic, and it's a game that won't live long in the memory for those inside Goodison Park, but a win is a win, and it was a much needed one for Carlo Ancelotti's side. While there was a lot of talk before the game about Ancelotti's team selection, there's no doubt the Italian got it right. He selected a side that was robust and dug in and got a half-4 3 points. We really saw the best of Richarlison the weekend. His work rate was sensational and his goal was first class. He's got down the locker room and he's capable of doing that on a regular basis. His challenge now towards the end of the season is to finish as strong as he possibly can and help kick us on up the table. Also, one thing from Saturday's game was VAR. Once again, Everton were on the wrong end of some shocking calls. How on earth that is not a penalty on Theo Walcott in the first half is beyond me. How it can go to VAR and be reviewed and still not be classed as a penalty is just downright disgraceful. And while people say it evens itself out over the season in terms of refereeing decisions, there's no doubt that it feels as though we're on the wrong end of a lot at the minute. We surely should be due some luck sooner rather than later, as what's been happening over the last couple of weeks is quite simply diabolical. Everton appear once again to be on the wrong of referees' calls, and the fact we still haven't had a penalty in the Premier League so far this season says it all. Looking ahead now to what's to come, it's vital that we look to build and pick up points as we go. While we're only touching distance off the top 6, we're also still nervously looking over our shoulder, and it's important that we don't get off flip-flops on and start planning our summer holidays just yet. Carlo Ancelotti needs to finish the season strong, look to lay solid foundations ahead of next season when we really need to kick on and really need to start looking like a top 6 outfit.
Good to get back to winning ways against Brighton at Goodison on Saturday afternoon. Obviously, we needed a reaction after that shocking display against Liverpool, and that is what Carlo Ancelotti's side brought. I think his calmness probably contributed to that. A lot of people questioned the team selection when it first came out and thought that some of the names that were in there probably didn't warrant that starting place after last week's performance, but he didn't want to change it up too much. He wanted to stick with what we had and get the best out of those players, which is what happened with a few of the players, to be fair. Bernard coming back in, I thought performed really well. He was one of the key players, along with Richarlison up front as well. He did well. We could have put the game away on several occasions. Obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin had that chance as well. It wasn't a bad performance after to bounce back from obviously a shocking one. So I think as confidence builds, that team will get better, putting us within reach of European places now, 3 points off 7. So let's look up the table and hopefully get better. West Ham next weekend, going back to face David Moyes again. So hopefully we'll be able to make him face his demons again and get another 3 points.